vocês sabem, eu primeiro vou mandar essa live para uma galera. Espera aí, gente, que primeira coisa eu falo em português e depois a gente parte para o inglês. Só um pouco, pessoal. I have to send this live streaming for a bunch of drummers around the world right now. Please do the same for your friends. Send this streaming for your friends. We have tonight an amazing drummer, LINDSAY MARTIN. Just a few moments. Olá, olá, olá. Tudo bem, pessoal? Estou mandando essa live para uma galera, como vocês sabem, é a minha prática, né? De mandar para uma turma. E aí depois a gente já conversa. Just a few moments. Ok. Almost there. Faz lá. Ok. Fala, Rick. Tudo bem? Então, vamos lá. Tudo bem, pessoal? Boa noite. Hoje, dia 4 de fevereiro, nós estamos aqui voltando com as lives do GirlsOnDrumsFestival. E essa noite a gente tem uma convidada muito legal. Para você que gosta de rock, você que é rocker, nós estamos aqui. Hello, Yoga Drummer, how are you? Hope to see you soon here at our streaming. Para você que gosta de rock, nós estamos também lá no YouTube. Tá? Vai ficar gravada essa live lá no YouTube. Depois você pode assistir lá ou, se você preferir, assiste aqui, tá? Então, nós vamos ter uma excelente live hoje com a baterista lá de Los Angeles. E ela já está por aqui. A gente já começa, mas antes, deixa eu falar do seguinte, ó. 2 bonés. Daqui a pouco eu ponho esse boné aqui, ó. Clube do Baterista, ok? Drummer. Clube do Baterista.com.br. Você acessa lá, digita no cupom de desconto Girls on Drums e você vai ganhar desconto nesse belo boné aqui, ó. Tá bom? Eu vou pôr ele daqui a pouco, vou ficar live com ele. Então eu vou usar esse boné aqui, ele é arejadinho. Tá calor hoje aqui em Curitiba. Então eu vou usar ele hoje. E também esse outro aqui, ó. Lindsay, what do you think? Pink as...
I love it. Yes. Yes.
Já vi que você gostou.
All about that.
Okay, yeah. We have this rhythm, the word rhythm in Portuguese, of course.
I love
Esse
that.
boné você entra no site useritmo.com.br e você compra lá com desconto também, Girls on Drums, 10% de desconto, Use Ritmo. Esse aqui do meu amigo Kendi. Tá legal? Top esse boné, né? Cor-de-rosa. Esse eu não vou usar não, porque ele tá novinho em folha. Então você pode acessar e a gente manda para o exterior. Eles mandam para o exterior. Lindsay, you can buy this cap and we can send you. Ok, agora eu vou falar em inglês um pouquinho para chamarmos nossa convidada, tá? Vocês fiquem por aí, fiquem à vontade. Não esqueçam de usar aqui, ó, um negocinho de pergunta aqui embaixo. Façam perguntas, que essa bateria hoje, ó, é demais. Façam suas perguntas, não seja tímido. Faça suas perguntas utilizando a caixinha de perguntas aqui embaixo ou escreva nos comentários, tá bom? Ok, people, hello for everyone. Thank you for being here tonight. Here in Curitiba, my city, is 9:30 p.m. Tonight we have a great drummer. Since last year, we were trying to schedule with her, but finally we achieved this.
Yes.
This meeting with her. Sorry for my English; it's not perfect, but it works. We have tonight a special guest, LINDSAY MARTIN from United States, LA. Rock drummer, a very good drummer. Please don't be shy. Use this question toolbox down below. Hi, Evelyn. To send your questions for Lindsay. If you play rock, heavy metal, blues, rock pop, trip hop, please don't lose this opportunity to do your questions for Lindsay. He's an amazing drummer. So let's go. Let's call Lindsay. Okay, here we go.
Oh, can't. Oh,
Fica por aí, Evan. Hi.
hello. All right. Do we figure? Are we good? We got this. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Are you hear me? Are you hear me? Okay.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Great.
Good. I think we're
Finally.
good. Yes.
Finally.
Yes. Finally. It took forever, but we did it. You know.
Yeah.
But
How are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
Very well. A little hot. I hate summer days, but it's okay. Like I said to you, I have two fans, one front me and behind me, because I'm so big. I'm big. I need two fans.
No. How hot is it you're in Brazil, right? How hot is it there right now?
Yeah. I don't think if we have summer like you have at LA, of course. But for me, is hot enough.
Yeah.
We have so many drummers here watching you. We have a very good drummer, Evelyn from Brazil. Evelyn, vou falar em português. Não deixe fazer suas perguntas para Lindsay. Não perca essa oportunidade. We have a great drummer here. The next guest for next week, Evelyn, drummer from Brazil, Evelyn Teixeira.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Pop drummer, good future, etc.
There we go. That's what's up.
Yeah. Are you are you at your studio, correct?
Yeah.
So you have your drums with you.
Earlier, right here.
Great. Yeah. We love it. We love
Spaceship.
Yeah. We will talk about your drum kit later.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like?
I love it. Yes, of course I do. It's drumming and it's pink. So yes, I think it's great. I love it. Love, love, love it. And look, it matches. So we're good, you know?
Yeah.
I do. I love it.
I'm talking with my friend that do these caps about your drum kit. It's pink, etc. After this streaming, we can talk about it. So let's talk about you and your career and your drums and drumming. I heard that you started with 6 years, correct?
I started piano when I was 6. So I was playing piano. Started when I was 6, yeah. So did that for, oh my gosh, how long did I play piano? Probably 10 years I was playing piano. And then I didn't want to play piano anymore. I was over it, you know, I didn't want to do it. And then my dad started playing Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath and all that. But as soon as I heard Led Zeppelin, that was it. That was just game over. Like, I never thought twice. Like, that's what I knew I wanted to do. And then here we are. So.
But did you think that playing piano influenced your career as a drummer after?
I think it's definitely helped. Yes, I think I'm able to hear and pick up on things because I studied classical piano for like 10 years or whatever. And then, you know, and learning theory and scales and so on and so forth. I definitely think it's served its purpose and it certainly has helped. I'm very glad I did it. As much as I may have hated it at the time, I'm so glad I did it. So I do think drumming and piano kind of go together in some way. So yeah, so yeah, here we are though.
I asked it because we had so many streamings here. Actually, tonight is the 94 streaming.
Oh my gosh!
We start last year, 94 streaming. So many great drummers like you, and so many of them play or start playing piano. And are you a composer nowadays?
Not now anymore. I'll have fun. Like if I see a piano, I'll have fun with it, but I don't write my own stuff. Like when I was younger, I used to. but not anymore. So.
Okay. And when you heard Led Zeppelin for the first time, which were the track that you heard and
It was
I want to play drums.
Dire Maker.
DAYA Maker.
Yes, as soon ba 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 ba. I'm like, what is that? And then I just heard it, and I just thought it was the coolest thing. I'm like, Dad, I want to do that. I want to play drums. And then, you know, of course, I was like, what, 9, 8, 9? He's like, oh, okay. But I'm like, no, like, I want to play drums. Like, that was it. And then I became like obsessed with Led Zeppelin, and it kind of just carried on, you know? But that song was it. That was, yeah. So.
Yoga drummer say on the comments, same for her. It was DAYA Maker.
Something about that song, you know, I mean, Zeppelin has a lot of great songs, don't get me wrong, but you know, that's cool though. That is very cool. You know, when you first hear it, the snare, it just speaks to you, you know.
And did you try to play the track?
Oh yeah, it was a train wreck. Oh, it was an absolute train wreck. I mean, I didn't have a drum set, so I started with like the school band. My parents got me sticks, like drumsticks, and you know, learned from there. And then I got a pillow, so I would play on the pillow at home. And then I think once my parents knew I was more serious, eventually Santa got me a drum set, and that was it.
But what kind of drum lesson did you take from John Bonham?
I think when I was listening to him at the time, with him, I noticed a lot of nuances. When I really listened to their music, especially his drumming, and I would watch his videos, he was all about it to me, and I'm sure maybe other drummers feel the same or differently. It was the nuances, how he hit, when he hit, how he played it, that really made his sound what he was. Obviously, he's a fantastic drummer technically, but I think it was all the little things he did as a drummer is what really spoke to me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course.
So that's what really got me, and just what he could do. I'm just like, how? You know what I mean? Like, how do you even do this? You know? So, but you know, listening to the same song over and over and over, and just dissecting it, just like and then watching the video. Like, I would listen to DAYA Maker like 100 times, and then I would try to find it live. And just like watching him, it was back and forth constantly. And then eventually I was able to play it. I mean, it took some time and it was ugly, but it happened. So, yeah.
But another thing that I like about John Bonham is about the sound of the drums. It's unique. Until nowadays, you don't have any drummer that sounded like John Bonham. I know that it's a question of microphones. Jimmy Page was, and he is very good specialist in doing position microphones. But the sound of the drums is amazing. I never hear another drummer with that kind of sound. And you?
There's a reason why he's so iconic and legendary, and I think that has a big thing is his sound. You can't replicate that sound. You just know it's him. I think with the tuning, how he played the stuff, like the cymbals and the heads and everything he was using, I think a combination of all that is truly what made John Bonham, you know? And there's so many fantastic drummers out there like nowadays, but no one's been able to kind of replicate or be like he was. So hence why he's, still like legendary, obviously, and iconic, but
yeah, I agree. So the second step for you, who was the drummer or the band?
Like in school?
Yeah. The second for me, the first band was Queen, Roger Taylor.
Oh, okay. Oh,
And the second one that I started to listen was Rush, Neil Peart.
oh, there we go. Okay. My biggest one, and they're my favorite band of all time, is Motley Crue.
Yeah.
I am a Motley Crue fanatic. I love Zeppelin, especially Bonham for the, let's say, the technicality side of things. But with Motley Crue, I was a very shy kid when I was younger. When I was playing, I was very timid, very shy. And when I loved Motley's music, it was just really fun and energetic. But I think with Tommy, he was all energy and it was all showmanship. And to me, I was a very kind of, I like to hide behind the kit. But as soon as I saw Tommy doing all this crazy stuff, I'm like, that, something like that, it just clicked. So I became a different person on the drum set, like just very animated. The hair was flipping, all that fun stuff. So Motley Crue, Tommy Lee definitely had an influence in the fact that the performance aspect really brought me out of my shell. And just like when I'm behind the kit, I want to be like Tommy Lee, like this crazy animal. And then when I'm off the kit, I can be Lindsay, very chill, quiet, whatever. But it was Zeppelin and Motley Crue were back to back. That was it.
People, if you don't see yet any video from Lindsay or her photos, please go and see, because I can't believe that you are a shiny girl, because your videos, you are playing your really beautiful blonde hair. Yeah, doing like my hair. I would say.
I think it looks great. It looks great.
I can do what you do, of course.
Yeah.
But people, go and see Lindsay videos playing drums, and if you have a long hair like her, please see what kind of motion you have to do. So you have this kind of inspiration from Tom Lee, correct?
Yes. Oh, yes.
And you remember when you saw Tom Lee live from first time?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I think I was in middle school. Middle school, right? I cried. I was sobbing, just because it's like, and I'm sure you've had these moments too. The band made such an impact on you, and then being able to see them live. Oh my gosh, just like he was a huge influence, and being able to see him and watch what he does. Oh, it was the best, hands down. So yeah, I think it was in middle school. It was maybe a crew. It was one of their crew fest, or I don't even know which one, but I've seen them many, many times. And Tommy was like, I only watch him, like just Tommy just doing this thing, but yeah, he's a big influence, I would say. So.
Yeah, great. And about drumming too, about double pedal or sticking tricks.
I would say the stick tricks definitely came from Tommy, watching him. And then the double pedal, I didn't know what it was about. I had no idea what double bass was or any of that until I listened to, Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah.
When I first heard them, it was backcountry. I thought I love that music. And then when I heard, I'm like, what's the double bass? It's not just one. I'm like, wait a second. And then I looked up some videos online. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is? So I got some crappy, like garbage double pedals. I didn't know what I was doing, because I was still kind of figuring it out. Oh my gosh, it was so ugly. Just getting the motion of your feet, and trying to, it was bad. But I would say Avenged Sevenfold, the Rev, rest in peace, was the reason why I got into double bass drumming. And I loved that stuff.
Wow.
So, yeah.
And then you remember when you start to play for the first time, of course, for the first time, of course, that you don't, I think that you don't have this kind of energy to play. But do you remember for the first time that you played professionally with a crowd in front of you?
My first gig was in a church. I was in a Christian rock band when I was 8th grade, 9th grade. Yeah, that was our first gig. I was so nervous, so nervous. It was a Christian like metal rock band, and we played at their church. I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, there weren't that many people, but your first gig, you know, like I was so nervous, but it was just the start, you know, of many. So yeah, but oh my goodness, yeah. Goodness gracious, yeah.
When you decided to play drums at a professional rock band, are you were using your nowadays style, like long hair? When all this style started? When?
I think when I moved to California, honestly, when I lived, because I'm from New York, when I lived in New York, none of this was happening. I used to have like pin straight hair. I would straighten my hair. I was much more girly at the time. And then when I moved to LA, everything just changed. And then I think people started kind of identifying me with this crazy like hair, you know, and it was flying, it was moving. So it kind of became my thing, like Lindsay with the hair, the blonde hair. And then obviously I wanted to back it up with being like a solid drummer, you know, like I think obviously that's the big thing is, you know, you need a look, right? Everyone has a look, but then being able to back it with your talent, I think is super important, you know, and your personality. But I kind of started developing my image, so to speak, once I moved to California. So, but yeah.
And when you came from California, did you start to play drums, or did you start doing another kind of job like DJ? I know that you have or had a DJ job or anything like this.
I sold that business when I was in New York, and when I went to college for a year out here, and I worked like on the college campus, but I was like getting into bands outside of school. So I eventually dropped out of college after my first year. School wasn't my thing, and no offense to anyone that's in school, I think it's great, just not for me. I was always out just networking and just trying to play in all sorts of bands. And I actually worked at an animal shelter for a couple of years to stay afloat so I can pursue my dream, but still, you know, eat and pay rent and all that stuff. But so that's what I did for a couple of years.
Yeah, I know. But let me just say a question for the person here. Zoxpads, are you here? Zoxpads, and if you are here, please say for us if you have a pink filter for cymbal stands. Pink. Zoxpads, please answer me. Okay. Yeah, like Charisse Osei. Do you know Charisse Osei from England? That the drummer that played with Simple Minds. Do you know Charisse Osei?
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, Simple Minds.
Yeah, we did a great streaming with her last year, and Charisse said for us that you have to be ready with your drumming, with your equipment, your drums, and with your visuals.
Yes.
With your style. And I agree totally. So we have a complete package with Lindsay.
Thank you.
We have here Zoxpads. Okay, pink. You have pink Zoxpads. I don't understand your language. No problem. No problem. No problem. Okay, no problem. It's a new language. Zoxpads. If you have pink filters, for cymbal stands. You said that you send me filters or rubbers or filters that I don't have to point my filter here. I'm waiting for your filters. Okay, please send for Lindsay a package with
Thank you.
filters. Do you have pink filters at your drum kit?
I have none. Surprisingly, no, zero. No.
Do you want the pink ones or the black ones? Black ones is everyone have the black ones like me.
I think they look great, but I've yet to see pink. So
Okay.
pink, black, anything. Yeah. But
Okay. We maybe are you using 4G at your cellular at your cell?
I'm on Wi-Fi right now. Is it bad?
Okay. It's a little it's frozen. It's little frozen a little bit. Are you seeing me? Okay.
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay. So Zoct pads have the pink ones, and Lindsay, you are the winner.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that very much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Zoct pads will send you a pack of the pink rubber. Okay, let's move forward.
Yes.
Tell us about. Let's talk about your first drum kit. I saw a pic at your Instagram profile when you said finally I get my first drum kit, but it's about LA, correct?
The first drum kit I had in California,
Yeah.
it was a Ludwig. It was like their.
But about your very first drum kit.
Oh, my very first.
Yeah, we are crazy for equipment.
Okay, so my very first kit I ever had was, it was like a PDP, a used PDP, and it was used. It was not great. It was not good. It sounded terrible. It had so many dings and scratches and everything. And I don't think Santa knew what he was buying, so I think he just got something. It was awful. I didn't know how to set it up. It was just like a mess, but it got the job done, you know? So, ugh. I don't even know what cymbals I was using. It just sounded like noise when I was practicing for at least a year. Thank goodness my family was so supportive, but it literally just sounded like noise. It was awful. But yeah, that was the first one. And then eventually I got myself like a PDP and then a DW and blah, blah, blah. So.
Yeah. So, Lindsay, please, do you want to try to change yourself for 4G?
Yes.
Maybe it will be better for the streaming.
How's that? Is that better? Hold on.
Let's wait a minute.
Hold on a second.
I'm hear you, but
can you hear me?
You are totally frozen.
Am I still frozen? Am I still, can you see me?
Yeah, it's better. I think it's better.
Okay. Is that okay?
Yeah, Zoct pads.
We getting better?
Let's try. Zoct pads, yeah. Lindsay loves pink color.
Yeah. I did love it.
Yeah, please do. We try.
Okay, can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. Yeah. It's not so good, but let's do it. So you arrived at LA and start playing Ludwig, correct?
Yeah, I went to Guitar Center and got a Ludwig kit. And I had that for 2 or 3 years, I think. Yeah. So yeah, I had that 2 or 3 years, and then do you know who Pork Pie is? Like Pork Pie drums?
Is that for you? Do you stream?
Yeah, it's clear for me. How is it for you?
Yeah, Pork Pie.
Okay. Is the streaming okay? Is the live good?
Okay. It's not clear, but let's move on.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, let's move on.
Okay. No, I eventually got Pork Pie.
So about your Pork Pie drum kit. Yeah.
Yeah, I got Pork Pie, and then oh, go ahead.
We have a comment here from Yoga Drummer. Bad time for me here in Scotland. So good to hear about your drumming journey. I follow your page. Yeah, yay for Led Zeppelin. Thank you, Yoga Drummer. We will talk very soon. We just hold on, and we talk very soon. Sorry, Lindsay, we were talking about Pork Pie, and now we have what kind of equipment. Just one moment to talk about your equipment, and let's see a question here for you. Can you read for us, please?
Yeah. Do you want me to tell you my equipment?
No, it's the question here. Are you seeing the question?
Where is it? Is it on the StreamYard or
Instagram?
Okay. No, I don't. I'm gonna try to get this. Sorry, I don't know why my Wi-Fi isn't working.
I can read for you.
I can read for you. Sorry, yeah. What's the question?
Yeah, Evelyn from Brazil. The question is, how did she or you? How did you work it on this issue of shyness along the career?
My best advice for that is to, how do I phrase this? You have to be uncomfortable. Make yourself uncomfortable. Play in front of people. Something that makes you uncomfortable or scares you is exactly what you need to do. For example, let's say favorite artist is Katy Perry. Throw on some Katy Perry and be the most extra dramatic person you can be, no matter if 10 people are watching or no one's watching. And you're going to feel weird and you're going to feel uncomfortable. But I promise you, the more and more you do that, the more out of your shell you're going to be. So practice things that make you uncomfortable. And I promise you, you're going to overcome your shyness. Trust me. That's literally what I did. And eventually it clicked. And now I'm not shy anymore about it. So hopefully that helps.
And nowadays we have cell phone. You can film yourself. You can use some kind of maybe mirror to see you.
That's what I did too. I put a mirror right in front of your drum kit and just watch yourself play. It's gonna feel weird and it's gonna be like, why am I doing this? Just do it. I promise. You have to trust me on this. It's going to help. I promise you it's going to help. And then you're going to slowly start to gain confidence and momentum, and it's just going to keep happening. So that is what I would strongly suggest doing. Do it every day. So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Evelyn, for your question and interest. Please do more questions for Lindsay. Don't lose this opportunity. Okay?
Yes.
Lindsay, I saw your videos. Of course, Lindsay have a bunch of drum videos at her channel on YouTube. And I saw you're playing ABBA, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I play ABBA too. No
problem. Oh, you do?
Is a very good band. So many drummers play with ABBA, and very cool arrangements. And that voice, it was incredible. Okay, I saw you play. You play Judas Priest.
Yes.
I saw you playing like a bossa nova, blues, trip rock, hip hop, rock and roll, pop music. And wow.
Yes.
Do you have some kind of studio routine to be prepared for all these styles?
When I was younger, I did my homework, and every day I would practice a new genre. And I did that for years. And it was kind of, when I was taking lessons, it was stressed upon me, Lindsay, learn as many styles as you can. And the more you can have in your vocabulary, so to speak, the better player you're going to be. And I think it's certainly served my purpose, because I didn't want to just be identified as only being able to play rock music. If someone said, hey, Lindsay, can you play a country gig? Tomorrow they're, hey, Lindsay, can you do a jazz thing? And I fell in love with learning different genres and different styles, because everyone has its own uniqueness. But I started when I was in high school, and just being able to absorb as much as you can. I'm not saying be the best at every one, but the more basic understanding you can have of Latin, jazz, pop, punk, whatever, you're going to become a better player because of it. And even to this day, I was listening to some funk earlier in the car. Tonight, I might listen to, I don't know, hip hop, reggae. You know, it's so, I think, important. Absorb as much as you can, different styles, and just start practicing them. Just basic stuff. Doesn't have to be anything crazy, you know. And then over time, it's going to start it's going to help develop your own sound and style, and people are going to be able to see that in your playing. And, you know, I also wanted to be the person where they knew, hey, Lindsay can play rock, but if I needed her to play country, Lindsay can play country too. You know, so like, you also, from a business standpoint, you become more marketable. I'm not just a rock drummer, but they know I can get the job done, whether it's pop, or whether it's ABBA or it's Judas Priestess, you know, like they knew I could get it done just because I don't pigeonhole myself in one genre.
Great, fantastic. Sorry. So, time to learn with Lindsay. Are you okay to play a little bit of drums?
Totally.
Okay.
Let me find a place.
Let's start a drum lesson with Lindsay. I've been waiting for this a long time. Here we go. Let's start with ABBA. How to play a very good groove if you have a gig playing just ABBA music. What kind of things you have to learn or hear at ABBA tracks?
From what I learned when I was studying, maybe you can back me up on this too, and I can show some stuff as well. The nuances the drummer had, not just a normal disco beat, but he was also kind of throwing in some extra stuff. Sorry, I'm not good with describing this, but I think with something like a dance, like Dancing Queen, for example, it's the same beat, right? Can I play?
You can play if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah. It's better for explain us. Please play for us.
Okay.
It will be great.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna put you up on.
Oi, Aline. Mande sua pergunta em português, que eu traduzo. Não perca essa oportunidade, Aline. We have another great drummer here, Aline Souza from Brazil, Lindsay.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Yes, more drummers, the better. Super cool. All right, can you sort of see me, Ish? Sorry, I'm trying to angle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's good.
So, something like ABBA. All right, and if it's loud, tell me. I'll try to play quiet. I don't want to be like too loud, you know?
No problem. No problem.
Something like ABBA, you're not going to be wailing and like getting all rock and roll. It's very, all right, let's say Dancing Queen. Everyone knows kind of the melody, Dancing Queen, right? So I try to hear the song in my head and then kind of create a drum sound that would go with it. I don't know if that makes sense. So like the chorus. So I try to, I'll hear it in my head, and then I'm not going to go all like Tommy Lee, like, that's not going to work. You know what I mean? It's just blah. No. So I hope, does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to play for the music, so to speak. So I hear ABBA. I'm trying. What? Gosh, I know a whole slew of their songs. I'm totally drawing a blank at the moment.
It happens.
You know what I mean? Like the winner takes it all.
Yeah.
You know. Da, ba, ba, da, 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 da. And I know for that song, it's one of my favorite ABBA songs. I think a lot of it's very vocal heavy. Like her voice, that song is very vocal. So I try to play to her vocals. I hope this all makes sense. I hear it in my head, but hopefully it conveys like via live stream. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense. Hi, Jordan. How are you? Thank you for being here with us, Jordan. Thank you. So we have ABBA time. So let's move for another point of the drum spectrum, like playing in track from Motley Crue. So what kind of mojo you have to have?
I think Motley Crue is all about. I think Motley Crue, Tommy Lee energy. You're not going to be playing, sitting, you're all up in their face. That to me is Motley Crue, So if I was going to do, let's see, something like, let's say Dr. Feelgood, right?
Yeah.
So, So with Motley, to me, it's all. I would do the twirl thing, not to my nails. I need to learn how to twirl with these things. Motley, for example, I hear. To me, it's energy. It's in your face. It's loud, like Motley Crue. So you try to portray that with what you're playing, and people will start to. What's the word I'm looking for? They pick up on your energy. So if I'm playing a Motley Crue song, I want to channel my inner Tommy Lee and just go for it. You know what I mean? Or if I'm playing Judas Priest, I want to give him that power. If it's ABBA, I'm going to scale back a little bit, but I still want to give him. It's ABBA. I mean, who doesn't love ABBA? So play for the music, and then I think your energy and showmanship goes with the style and your setting and who you're playing with and for. I hope that all makes sense.
Yeah, of course. I do this kind of questions because you have so many drum videos with so many different styles. For example, that one that you recorded at the snow. Let me see. Yes.
The island one.
Yeah. Tell us how about playing at the snow?
Well, I grew up in upstate New York, so I grew up on a farm, and it had just snowed. And I was talking to my dad. I'm like, Dad, how cool would it be to play in the snow? I don't think I've ever really seen it done. So I quickly just got a shovel, got a bunch of the snow out, made like a little, area to put the drums in. And it was freezing. It was maybe 20, 30 something degrees out Fahrenheit. So, it was cold. So I'm like, what can I do? Just quick. What's a popular song right now? What's something easy? I don't have to think too much, and I can just knock it out in a few takes. Like, Billie Eilish. I love Billie Eilish. So I'm like, Dad, let me just. My dad filmed it, so I'm like, Dad, let me just do like a take and then just record. Like, my laptop was glitching, my hands were freezing. I'm like, Dad, just press record and go. And then we did it. I always try to do something where if I haven't seen it done, I want to try to do it. And I'm sure there's drawing videos in the snow. I've never done it. I want to see it,
Yeah, but you have a pretty cool images here. You have a pretty cool drum video. I like so much because you are playing with so energy and very beautiful drum kit with snow. Very
Thank you.
cool. People go to the YouTube and see the entire video. You posted about 1 month ago, correct?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. That sounds about right. Yep.
Fantastic. We want to hear more, Lindsay, because I know that you have so many good drum solos here on your channel.
Thank
You
you.
have another. You participated in Hit Like a Girl
Hit Like a
contest.
Girl, that was 2015. I don't even know. It was a few years ago, but yeah.
Tell us about the preparation for this contest.
Something like that. And I will just be straight up with you. Solos for me still, I don't think they're my forte. They're not something I'm so comfortable with. I've never been good with just like, hey, do a solo. Something like that, for example, I wanted to orchestrate one, so to speak, like a beginning, middle, and end. And I would watch other drummers do solos and whatever. And I always notice, and if this makes sense or if it doesn't, tell me, with a drum solo, you want to create a story, right? Beginning, middle, and end. So I'm like, okay, what can I do? I want to be able to showcase I'm not just a rock drummer. I know I have a look, like probably for rock drumming, but I'm able to play different genres, like back to back to back, So I think the combo of the two, like how can I orchestrate something where it's shows my talent, my technical abilities, my showmanship, as well as my diversity. Obviously something fun to watch too. Whether you're a musician or not, I want you to enjoy what I'm playing, So that's how I kind of went into it. And then I literally just started sitting down and just jamming. And if it was garbage, then that was that. If it was cool, I would literally write or record the melody down on my phone, like da 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 da, like drum lingo on my phone. And then I would just do it every day until I got like, okay, cool. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that.
Great.
So
great. Hit Like a Girl is for those that don't know anything about this. It's a worldwide contest that nowadays includes drum set, percussion, drum beats, and something, and marching band, percussion, and things like this. And it's very cool to see the drummers that participate at the contest, because it's like our streamings. We do streamings with all very good drummers around the world. Of course, only female drummers, because Girls on Drums Festival is actually, Lindsay, a real festival. We are trying to do the 2021 issue, because last year we couldn't do, of course, for obvious reasons.
yes.
But we are trying to do this year a new issue here in my city, or a special live streaming with 3 drummers. Let's see what happens, because Girls on Drums is not only about streaming that we love it to do, but it's about a real festival. If I have money enough, like Elon Musk, I will bring all the drummers around the world that we had at our streamings, including you, Lindsay. Of course. Let's see. We have more questions here.
All right, ask away. I'm gonna bring you here, but
Okay.
yes, ask
We
away.
have. I think it was better if you stay at your drum kit. Can you believe?
Yeah, go back there.
The streaming was better.
Okay, no, let's do that.
Yeah, it was better. Yeah.
That good?
Yeah, it was better.
Okay.
I don't know why, but it was better.
It works,
Yeah. Yeah, okay. We have a question here from Aline Souza. It's in Portuguese, but I will translate for you. Aline Souza is a very young drummer from Brazil, a very kindly person. And she is asking you, which was the most difficulty moment or the hard moment that you find playing drums?
I think feeling like I have to prove I'm just as good as the boys.
Really? It's
Yeah.
so it's okay.
It's a lot
No,
better now. It's way better, but you still get from time to time, oh, you're a girl drummer. Oh, this,
uh,
oh, that. I would like to
yeah,
think we're past that by now, but I think that's the biggest thing.
yeah. It's a shame. A shame is ridiculous. I have to say, you, Lindsay, Girls on Drums Festival is not a feminist festival, but we really love very good drummers, really good drummers. I don't care if you are male or female. If you are a good drummer, in this case, female drummer, of course, Girls on Drums. You are a
I love
drummer.
your stuff. Trust me, I love your channel. I love what you do. I promise you that. I think being a player and then like let's say working in the industry, like, and it's not as bad now as what it used to be, but you have to work extra hard or like you have to go above and beyond just to like prove or show people I can do the same thing just as well, if not better than these guys next to me. And it's all because I'm a girl. And that's awful. And I don't like and I don't understand why they're that's that stereotype, but it is. I think that's one of the biggest things, unfortunately. It's definitely getting better now and it's changing, but I think that yeah, I would say that's a big one.
Wow, wow! I'm so sad to hear it to hear from you, a very good drummer, so experienced. So you have very good equipment. You have the style, the visual. You have the equipment. You have the experience. It's I don't know what to say because if I'm not a drummer, and if you want to play with a drummer, I am a drummer, so I don't have to play with another drummer, of course.
Yeah.
But if I have to choose a drummer for another gig, I would try to pick up a girl to play drums. I have to say we don't have really good drummers at my city. I have to say this. I have to be honest.
Okay.
But if I have to choose a drummer to play in my band, I would choose a girl.
I think
A
that's
very good drummer. Yeah, a very good drummer. It's not enough. It's not enough to be a woman. You will have to be a very good drummer. I have to say this because, like
yeah.
you're a very good drummer. It's why because you are here because you are a very good drummer. We call you to do this streaming. Of course, you have the experience. You did your homework. You play. You have the equipment. So let's move on. Peace Purity, Girls on Drums are a great support to give confidence to play more and more to dare to be happy with the drums. Merci because, oh, I don't know how to say in French. I live in Paris for 1 month, but I don't say anything. We did streaming with Camille Bigot from Paris, and I can say just 2 words in French. Thank you, Free Spirit. You are so kindly. Evelyn, it was happened. We always have to prove that we are not just beautiful faces. I agree. And Evelyn, you have a beautiful face too, like Lindsay. You have to be prepared with your beautiful faces too. Don't forget. I am prepared like my beautiful face,
You
as
look
you see.
great. You do look beautiful.
Evelyn, again, how is your study routine nowadays?
How is it now? My practice sessions, let's say, mind you, I take breaks. It's not a straight. I usually go, let's say, 3 hours.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's 3 hours. I come in, I do a warm up, 20, let's say 20 minutes, I'll do a warm up, right? And then honestly, I write out what I want to accomplish for today, Thursday, for example. So let's say if I had a practice session, I'm sorry, tomorrow. If I know I'm going to be here by 10 o'clock tomorrow, I'm going to write out specifically what I want to accomplish. 20 minutes of a warm-up. And it doesn't have to be rudiments. I know everyone gets sick of rudiments, so it doesn't have to be rudiments. Get the feet going, get the hands going. And then what? All right, I want to learn these 5 songs. I want to touch up on my Latin grooves. I want to touch up on some jazz grooves. And then when I am done with that, screw it. I want to throw on some, I don't know, Pantera, and I just want to play and have some fun. So I think practice sessions, because people, you either hate them or you just hate practicing. I enjoy practicing, but I think if you go in with a plan and you have a mix of fun and work, it's going to just make it that much more enjoyable. So do what you know you need to do, write it out, have the plan, and then have some fun. You start doing that every day, practicing becomes a no-brainer. You know, and by the time you know it, 2-3 hours flies by. It's like, oh crap, I'm good, I'm done for the day. So
great. 3 hours of practice, 3 hours practice is a very good amount of time. So I tried to see your Tom magazine streaming, but I couldn't find it. I remember that the subject was about paradiddles, correct?
Yes.
Okay, let's talk. Hey, Samantha, how are you? Sam, how are you, Sam? Let's talk about your ideas for paradiddles, and it's time to show us your beautiful drum kit too.
Got it. All right, so I'll talk and then I'll play something. So
Okay.
obviously, we all know what a paradiddle is, and if you don't, it's a rudiment. I think it's a super crucial and important rudiment. I'll be honest with you, I can't stand rudiments. They drive me crazy. Like, obviously, I've learned them, I practice them, but oh my God, if I don't have to play rudiment again, I'd be very happy. But that's beside the point. So I'm like, okay, how can I do something that's so monotonous and boring, but I don't want to do it? And everyone gets sick of rudiments. Who doesn't, right? So I'm like, all right, how can I have fun with this? So I'm like, paradiddle. Okay, pretty chill, easy, whatever. Then I break it down. I go from the pad, nice little warm up. I apply it to my snare, and then I add my feet with it, and then I'll try to kind of explore in the kit. Like, let's say your basic right, left, right, left, right, left, left. Just do that as a warm up. And, you know, I'll play it either to a metronome, and once I'm over the metronome, I'll just play it to like a couple songs over and over and over. I'm like, okay, cool, great. I don't hate the paradiddle. I'm having fun doing this. So, let's see if I can angle this. So you guys can kind of see.
Yeah.
You guys see the setup-ish?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So for example, I'll just play. I have a little pad here. So, but
great.
I'll do that for a couple minutes, right? Okay. All right. Cool. Got it. Always start slow. Don't go in fast. That's just a train wreck. And you know, and I'm sure you know, learn everything slow and then build up. It's like your building blocks, you know. It's like, okay, cool, great. I'm to the pad thing. Then I'll go snare. So. And then maybe I'll start going around the kit. And then you add your feet, and then you kind of just start building it. And obviously I break it down like super slow. So you just start doing that. Once you get comfortable with it, if you're kind of bored just playing with normally I'll have like a metronome on. So I'm just doing that over and over. Cool, solid. I feel great at 90 BPM. Why don't I go to 100? Do that for a couple minutes. Okay, cool. I want to switch it up. Put on a super slow song, a ballad, okay, something. Have fun with it so it doesn't become monotonous. And then just start playing a paradiddle to, I don't know, let's say Billie Eilish. Throw Billie Eilish on. Play paradiddles to her music. Have some fun with it. And you just start doing that over and over. That's how I would kind of approach it. And that's how I was trying to emphasize too when I did the tom-tom stream is like, yes, rudiments are crucial, and I will always stress learning your rudiments please learn them. But no, they get boring. It's monotonous. I don't want to play the same thing 50 million times. Then you got, all right, how can I get creative with it so I can still do what I need to do, but still having fun? And then that's when I kind of like just started with, oh, I'm going to try on the cymbal and the hi-hat. Oh, I want to add my feet to it. And if it's a train wreck at first, that's okay. That's super okay. More train wrecks, the better. Eventually, when you start slow, it's going to click. I promise you it's going to click. It's just building that momentum and trust. And then you're going to start enjoying it. It's not going to be a painful process. And then before you know it, you're just going to be like, oh, dang, like I can do this. And it's super fun. I love paradiddles now. You know?
Yeah. Great. Fantastic. Because Zoctipads are saying here paradiddles is life.
They are. Oh, yeah. And then all the different types of I'm totally drawing a blank on the word, but there's all sorts of, your double paradiddles. They are really fun. Now, like I would have to say they are my favorite rudiment. You can have fun with them. But if you're first starting out, I know it's probably boring and you're gonna hate them, but you'll get there, I promise. You just gotta be creative with it.
Yeah, Face Purity, I have to go and sleep now. Send you all the best energy and drums vibes by Super Lindsay and Girls on Drums Festival. We have Julia. Julia is our Martin, is my friend, Julia, but we tried to do the streaming. I asked her for do this streaming, all this streaming, but she can talk in English, speak English correctly. Neither me, but
you do great. You need to be more confident. You sound good. You sound great.
I have to learn a lot, but we are trying. We did 2 weeks ago streaming with a Russian drummer, Tonya from Moscow.
Wow.
Yeah,
that is cool.
it was very cool. We have another question here. Yeah, we love. We have. Okay, from Jordan. For Jordan, your friend, my friend too, what song should we collab with next?
Jordan. Oh my gosh, I love Jordan. You know what? That's a really good question. There's so many awesome songs. I don't know. Jordan, help me out. I don't know. There's so many to choose from. I love Jordan. She's great. She's awesome. And her plan.
Yeah.
Have you seen her latest videos? I don't know how to pronounce the artist. Ash. I don't know how to say her name. No, Jordan's great.
Yeah. I saw the videos. Jordan was with us last year. It was a great streaming too. Jordan is amazing. So let's wait for your video with Jordan.
We're gonna do another one. We had a lot of fun with the other two, so we're definitely. I'm like, we have to do another collab. Like, we have to. So I would say in the near future, we will be doing something.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Yeah. We have another question for AK Fulgencio. How did you get so awesome on the drum? Wow.
Well, thank you. Practice your ass off. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say it. Practice. Did I say practice? Like every day. When you don't want to do it, go practice. I'm too tired. Go practice. Go hang out with your friends. No, go practice. Like, yeah.
Even if you have a new, I forgot how to say your pink. Your new, are doing well with your drumsticks. It's okay for hold the drumsticks like this.
Like you kind of dig in. I mean, I don't necessarily, but I'm like, I can feel the tips, the claws, like kind of. I didn't think that through, but it's okay. I will figure out a way to make it happen, make it work.
Yeah. I had a student last year. and she had more longer than you, and she couldn't hold the sticks correctly. Like this, I don't know how to say how to show.
Were they like digging in?
Yeah, because the enemy was here, and I said to her, yeah, you have to cut. Oh,
You
have
gotta,
to cut.
yeah, keep them short.
Yeah, good. No, no, I will. So you can hold the stick correctly. You have to cut. No,
Yikes.
she's a very cool girl, but is not playing drums anymore because the tip is so
No.
longer nowadays. Yeah, the nail is so long. I saw a photo. It's so long now.
Wow.
No, yeah.
My friends think I'm crazy. Like, Lindsay, why would you get your nails like that if you play drums? I'm like, look, there's a balance. I love drumming, but I also love getting my nails done. So you find a balance between the two and you can make it work, you know? They're too long, I'll cut them so I can play. You know what I mean? I'm not that extreme. Balance.
Yeah, style. You have to have style. So let's check it out. Your drum kit. Can you show us?
Yeah, I'm gonna take you off this.
Yeah, carry us with you. Carry us.
All right, so laptop.
Yeah, hello, mini me.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. I kind of have the room dark, but I have my SPDSX right here.
Yeah, great kit management.
I love it. So over here, we got the 2 crashes. I use Sabian. So I got 2 crashes. And then, actually, can I flip the camera around? Let me see. Ah, there we go. Okay. So obviously, this is my view.
Yeah.
I have my kit kind of angled, so to speak. I think flow. Actually, I'm going to stand up so you guys can see this better. So when I'm sitting, I have things kind of angled. Yeah. I think it's better for the flow, I think, and it's more comfortable for me. So using Sabian, I got my 2 racks slash right here. I use Iron Cobra pedals. Then my other ride, another crash. I have Zildjian right here. I'm not official with Sabian. I'm just going to put that out there. So I wanted, obviously I got 2 floor toms, my sticks. I think it was last year, maybe 2 years ago. I play open-handed too. So that's why I got this extra hi-hat. I threw it on. I love playing open-handed, so I can go back and forth. I didn't have the money at the time to buy myself an extra set, so I just, my extras, right? I love floor toms, so I had the double and the 2 up there. Let me see if actually you guys can get it better. So yeah, that's the kit. Can you guys see it?
Amazing.
Yeah, that's
beautiful.
Yeah, it's my baby. So I don't want it to get any bigger. This is plenty, you know.
Yeah, and which brand is?
Which one?
Yeah, which brand?
I have Remo drum heads. I'm with Remo.
Yeah, Remo. And the drum? The drum kit?
Drums.
Ah, Porcupine. Okay.
My drums. And then I'm using Vader drumsticks.
Yeah.
And then Sabian. I mean, these are Zildjian mainly. Yeah, and I think that's it, right? Yeah. And then
Porcupine is it maple? Maple one?
Yeah, these are all maple. Maple shells. Yep.
Beautiful.
Yeah, this is it.
Beautiful drum kit. Very versatile. Very rocker too, but very versatile because I play a drum kit almost like yours.
Okay.
You can see on that poster.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh,
yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay.
It's me.
That's so cool. That's so awesome. I love it. That's,
fantastic. We have more questions here. Please. Yeah, we have. We are now with 1 hour and 10 minutes live streaming. Very good streaming.
Yeah. Dang. It's going by fast.
Yeah, from from Yatri El Huerta. Which are the best drumsticks that you know?
I mean, I'm not. I don't want to sound biased. The Vader. I use
Vader? Which model is 5/8?
The Power 5A Acorn. So the big difference is it's a normal 5A stick, right? It's a little bit longer because I kind of hold my sticks low. It's a little bit longer. I mean, I'm going to say Vader. I think I love the company. I think they last the longest. I think they're durable. They have a million, I don't want to say a million, I'm exaggerating, different varieties, but they've always been super solid. I just think it's reliable, sturdy. I mean, I'm going to say Vader. So if you want, like, if you're just starting out, a basic staple is like a 5A. With any company, always start out with, like, let's say a 5A. Yeah. And then once you kind of start developing, you know, there's different wood you can use that's going to affect the stick, weight, size, the tip. So there's different factors, and each company does its own thing, obviously. But I'm going to say if you're going to start, Vader 5A.
Yeah, great. Tell me about the sounds that you use at your SPDX, because I'm using for a long time since they have the SPDX, the first model, and now the SPDX X. Tell me about the sounds. What sounds are you using?
With this, I'll run it for two things. I use various, like, let's say sound effects, right? And I use it for different artists. So I use it for, I guess, two different things, and hopefully this answers your question. I'll program backing tracks in this, so I just hit it and it goes. Yeah. So whatever pre-recorded backing tracks I have, I'll just program it in here. And also I play in like a hip hop kind of pop group. There's a bunch of different sound effects they use in their music. Obviously, I'm going to play that here. So let's say we have a song called Gold. I have like 3 or 4 different sound effects I have programmed in here. So I'm doing my thing. I'll hit whatever when the time comes. So yeah, does that answer your question? Sorry.
Yeah. And are you using the factory drum sounds or samples, or do you prefer do your own samples?
I prefer my own. I think they sound. I think they sound better. I'm not knocking factory at all. I just think they sound better. I like them. They have some cool factory ones, don't get me wrong. But I think I just prefer using my own and getting really creative and kind of funky with it, you know? But nothing's wrong with factory, you know? What do you use? Or do you mix it up, or like how do you like run yours?
Yeah, both. Now, okay. Now my Roland SPDX X is completely full memory, because I play in a band that plays some kind of electro pop, electro rock from 80s, and all the tracks are on the memory of the SPDX. So the memory is completely full. Actually, I have to buy another, but it's so expensive. It's so expensive here nowadays. I think it's expensive for you too. But yeah, in Brazil it's completely it's crazy. And I am a Roland Brazil artist.
Oh, awesome! Oh, wow.
Yeah, and even being a Roland Brazil artist is so expensive. So it's not time to buy another. Let's wait a moment.
Yeah.
One day. So we have more questions. Let me see. Hello, people. Send your questions. We have almost 1 hour and a half. And let me ask you about your. I know that you don't have gigs nowadays. Okay. But let me ask you about your dreams, your projects. What kind of band do you want to play in the future? I know that you play some styles with so many bands, etc. But what kind of music you, Lindsay, wants to play in the future?
As of right now, I would say working with a DJ.
Yeah,
I love the whole DJ drummer combo. I think it is the sickest thing. I think it's so cool. I love the energy, everything about it. So my ultimate dream would be playing something like Ultra Festival in Miami, playing
yeah,
right along with a DJ. That to me would be like the cherry on top, like playing with someone like Steve Aoki.
yeah,
Don't get me wrong, I love rock and metal. That is my heart and soul. I love it. But for the longest time, and I think it's because I haven't really had the chance to do it yet, is to play with a DJ. And doing something like at a rave or these giant like festivals they have in Europe, that's ultimately what I would love to do.
yeah. So we had here with us we have Chastity. Do you know Chastity?
Yeah, I love her. Yes, another great. She's a sweetheart. Yeah, I know she does a bunch of that stuff too.
Yeah, last year it was amazing, and she is doing that kind of job. And Monica, do you know Monica MZ, drummer from Atlanta?
Probably. I'm sure I've seen her stuff at some point. I would think.
Yeah, yeah. Look for Monica MZ, drummer. She is playing with DJs too. I'm playing with the DJs, but not drums. Here in Brazil, the people don't like the drum set with the DJ. People like percussion with the DJ.
Okay.
I play electronic percussion with all Roland and Sabian cymbals, almost everything electronic. Of course, we had so many gigs last year, all canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's pretend one thing.
Yes.
Let's pretend that I will do a Girls on Drums Festival issue in LA. I promise that we will try in the future. And of course, that Lindsay will be at the staff, the drummers, the guest artists. But we want to know from you who are the best drummers for you to play at the Girls on Drums Festival LA. You have to choose five drummers.
Oh gosh, why do you put me like that? There's so many.
You can put your name on the list if you want.
Well, I would love to play. Of course, I'd feel honored to play. So I would love to do it. Do they have to be all LA based drummers?
No, all around the world. You have only four left because you are here.
Oh goodness. There's so many awesome chicks that play. So many. Goodness. I think Chastity would be great. Hannah Wellen, I think, would be great. Sheila E., another amazing one. I think Jordan would be awesome too. And I think the reasons why those spoke out to me, I think individually, I think we would all bring something different to the table because we all have our own style and uniqueness. So I think, let's say all of us in the room, I think something cool would come about, you know? And there's so many awesome, badass chick drummers out there. I don't want to knock any of them. All of them are great. I wish all of us could come, but top of my head, those are who I'm thinking of at the moment.
Yeah. So let's see. Lindsay Martin, Jordan, Silai, Chastity, and
Hannah. Is it Hannah Wellen or Hannah Ford? I know she got married. She used to play with Prince.
Yeah, Hannah. I used to talk with Hannah a few years ago.
Okay.
I talked with Marcy Chapa. Do you know Marcy Chapa? The percussionist that play with Hannah Welton.
Oh, okay. She's Welton still. Okay. I don't know her, but I'm sure she's pretty good.
I had a played here in Brazil about 8 years ago, maybe 8 or 10 years ago,
Oh wow.
with that singer. I forgot the name. I will remember and say. Okay, we have another question here from Evelyn. Which was the most enjoyable gig you ever made? Good question, Evelyn. Thank you. I forgot to do this question. Thank you so much.
Right off the top of my head, oh my gosh, almost 2 years ago when we had gigs. And this was always my dream, and I got to accomplish it, was playing ocean, like beachfront, to like a sold out Vans Warped Tour. Like 30,000 people here, I think, or something like that. We were on the ocean. So I was literally playing in the summer on the ocean. I was watching the beach. I was only 50 feet away from it, to a sold out crowd or something crazy like that. And that to me was everything, like I felt, and I'll be honest with you, it reminded me and it brought me back to the amount of times I would break down or cry or be frustrated. Like I just want something like I want a dream to happen, like I think all the hardships and the ups and downs you go through being a musician, that moment really made me realize everything was worth it. Everything, the amount of times you cried, broke down, you didn't have enough money, all this stuff, that it made me realize that. And also like it was a dream come true. So I would say it was Atlantic City, New Jersey, Vans Warped Tour, sold out. The best show. Yeah, it was very surreal.
Do you have some pics from this show at your profile?
Actually, no, I look at it as I play. I don't know if I ever showed you this year. You guys gonna go for a walk with me. So
let's move.
Right? I have discipline and regret. I do that every time. And then that picture right there is from.
Wow.
So I'll do a service. So this was the show.
Wow. I saw this pic.
That moment to me was everything. And I look at that every time I practice, like, I'm going to make this happen again, if not bigger and better.
Yeah.
And that's I practice, So yeah, that moment was it.
Yeah, I think this pic is can bring a lot of emotions for us musicians, because we are so nowadays we are so hungry for shows and moments like this, and a pic like this, a photo like this is so is amazing. I'm very it brings me almost cry, because I know what you want to say, showing us this pic. I saw this photo at your profile.
It captures everything. You get what I mean, right? And I hopefully that relates to people who are asking or wondering, like, when you have those moments, you'll never forget them, but two, it kind of reminds you as to why you're doing this in the first place, so to speak. And now your dreams are coming true.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, great. It's amazing. Photo is fantastic. Thank you for showing us. I remember that you wrote for a magazine, a drum magazine. You were a columnist for drum magazine.
God, how long ago was that?
It's a long time ago, maybe.
Yeah, was it? Yeah, Drum. I feel like I did something for them at some point. I don't remember what. It sounds familiar. I just hold on. I'm gonna put you on.
Yeah.
Right.
You had articles in Drum magazine.
Yeah, it was. I think Drum was like a New Blood, right?
Yeah, New Blood.
Upcoming drummer, New Blood thing. And then
Yeah.
modern drummer. I think modern drummer was the Women Crush Wednesday. You know how that was like a thing?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
being able to have it in those like magazines or even online was like, holy moly. Like those are the magazines you read. And now it's like, oh my gosh, like I'm on their website or like I'm like in like a ton of their magazines, like drum. It was the magazine with Charlie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The
Yeah.
New
So,
Blood. I remember that because I was international correspondent for Drum magazine for about 2 years.
oh, you were?
And yeah, Drum magazine is not exist anymore. We
No.
have another one called Drumhead.
Yes, Drumhead. Yep. With
Very cool.
sorry, I have to plug you in, but that's with yes, Drumhead. I think they're actually based in LA. I'm pretty sure they
Yeah,
are.
it is from LA, and Jonathan Mover is the owner.
Sure, yes, he's a great guy.
Great guy.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say we
Yeah.
are almost finishing. We are about right now. We are with 1 hour and a half live streaming. Like I said to you,
Time
yeah,
flies. That
time
went
time flies. People, if you have questions, more questions to Lindsay, please. You have time before we finish. Okay, Lindsay,
yes.
tell us a word for the young drummers that are start to play, and please share with us what kind of maybe kind of tips or advice for the young drummers that want to start. I know that you talk about this uh, on the streaming before, but let's move to this point. What kind of advice you can leave for young drummers that will be seeing this live after?
Thanks.
Yeah. Great advice. So, people, if you have questions uh, after this great advice from Lindsay and so inspiring words, uh, you have time right here. Lindsay, where people can find you? YouTube, Instagram. Maybe if people want to say hello or ask you something, maybe drum lessons, please tell us. Yeah, fantastic, awesome. We have two more questions here. Wow. We are lucky because Lindsay have time. No, this first. Okay, just a few moments. Let's see. Okay. From Evelyn. Thank you, Evelyn. Again, last question. Who are you? Who are the top five favorite drummers for you? So I think you can put on the list male and female. Ooh. Yeah. Mhm. Do you know anything about Sam Maloney? Because we are trying to reach her, um, maybe to do a streaming with us, but we could find any information um, to find her. Do you know how to find her? Mhm. Okay, okay, okay. Let's yeah, yeah. Um, from Evelyn, not any more questions. Just say that she's amazing drummer and so humble. Thank you from Evelyn. Evelyn is our next drummer here next week. Yeah, from Zoctoped's rubber felt free here. Zoctopads, do you want to send? Okay, here. Okay, let's send rubber. Let's send another pack of rubber felts for Evelyn. What do you think, Zoctopads? Pink one pack for Lindsay. Do you want the pink or do you prefer another? Do you know Zoctopads will send you a pack with 10 this filter, but in pink. Okay? Yeah, yeah, it's for sure. Zoctopads is here, and another pack for Evelyn. So Evelyn, you are the winner. So you can choose the color. You have white, black, blue, pink. Pink is for Lindsay. You don't have pink, and yellow, etc. So, people, we are finishing right now with Lindsay. Very good drummer, very good streaming, so inspiring. Lindsay, thank you so much. almost 1 hour and wow, almost 1 hour and a half more. Yeah, yes, yeah, so great. We are trying to do this streaming from last year. So I'm very happy to have you tonight. Please stay in contact. Don't be shy anymore. Yeah, it's unbelievable, unbelievable. What change for better, of course. Okay, we are so glad to have you. Fantastic streaming. Thank you, Lindsay. I hope that you like it too, like us. Please stay in contact. You are part of our family, our streaming family right now. And if you want to participate, doing questions, sending questions and comments in another streamings. We have next week Evelyn, and another week we have Cheryl Hanson from Canada, and we have a schedule until May, and we are open. Yeah, yeah, it's so fun do these streamings. We have drummers from Romania, from I won't say. Just hold on to see what happens and the next rest. Thank you, Lindsay. Thanks so much for your time. I hope that you enjoy. Thank you, people, for being here. Please stay in contact. Yeah, stay in contact with Lindsay. Also, drummer, also awesome person. Thank you so much. See you next week. Thank you, Lindsay. Don't go away. You go away from StreamYard already. No problem. I will finish